And a very good day to you. Thanks for joining once again. I'm 𝗂𝗧𝗃 Carey, and you are here with me as I run through, well, actually walk word by word, page by page, chord by chord through Ted Greene's chord chemistry. Today we're on part 9G. You can get your very own copy of the book right here in the link in the card above or the link in the description. Super easy to do. Love to have you following along. Please do so. And join in all of the fun that we are all having together. So without further ado, we are covering section 8 still, chord reference charts. Today we're covering page number 23. If you're dialed in and ready to follow along, let's just jump right in the deep end. Major ninth chords that consist of the 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. E major 9. Position number 6. We're on fret number 6, and I'm using finger 1, finger 3, finger 2, and finger 2 double stops, the high B and E strings. And then the E, of course, the root note is E. So I'll probably talk a little bit about chord tones. What exactly are we doing here? We're using the 3, the 7, 9, and 5. In an attempt to sound completely and totally divine. Next voicing, we're using 6. We've got the root note, the 3, the 7, and the major 9. So far, so good. If you're like me and you like to scan ahead, you're looking to like the fourth bar, the fourth staff of chord charts, and it's like, don't scare ourselves. It's like not looking down when we're terrified of heights, It's a little bit of that going on right now. So we'll be okay. We'll take it note by note. Root 3, 7, 9. Yeah, and this is just fun stuff anyway. It's great work to be engaged in fully. Another one in position number 6, we're using root 3, 7, and then we're using the third finger to grab the 9 and 5 on the top. So here are some ways that we can get all of those notes involved. You can actually use, see that circled note there on this voicing? That's also an opportunity for us to play that B note and that 5 in the bass. What a great sound. Here's a quick sample of what my delay, my flashback delay pedal is doing for me this morning. Yeah, just a great sound. E major 9 on position number 7. We have the root 5, 7, 9, and then we have these all of these wonderful options to select from with circle tones. Position number 11, the next voicing is root 3, 7. I'm using finger 1 to double stop or to reach or bar across the D or the A and G strings. So root 3, 7, 9, 5. And then we could use that first finger to continue right along like we're shingling a house, roof. There we go. Just sometimes we have to adjust to that middle thing. Sometimes the strings fall underneath the knuckle and we just have to make those little micro adjustments in order to capture the string. Position 7, we have the 3 in the bass for this A major 9. It's the first A major 9 we're playing today. 3 in the bass, root note. I'm using finger 2. I'm just trying to scan ahead a little bit in the voicing to see what kind of fingers, what kind of shop are we setting up here? We're setting up a second finger in the bass note. 3, 1, 5, 7, and 9 to make the nice, fingernails are a little out of control this morning. A major 9 in position 6. Let's take a look. Position 6, we have, root note. 3, major 7, and then major 9. Oh yeah, very cool. E major 9, once again, position 4, we're jumping down. We're just using the root, the 9, the 5, the 7. Oh yeah, just some of those. Those guitar voices are so great. All right, A major 9, position number 5. Let's take a look. We have root 7, 3, 5, and 9 on the top. I've got to do a little bit of filing of the 4th finger. My pinky finger has a nail that is just ready to bite the string. It's barking pretty hard this morning. So please excuse that. That tonal disruption. So we've got A major 9. We're using the root. This is another thing that, I mean, just a simple guitaristic shape. We've got a root and then we could use the 5. Why not? Root 5, 9, 5, 7, and 3. Big, fat, luscious chord right there. A major 9, we're using 7th position, and we're running up to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 9, 11, 12. Position 12 would be the anticipated root note, right? So we have 1, 3, and then we're using the 5, 7. What are we using that second finger there? All right. So if we were to do the whole voicing, that's great. We are only being asked to use the 3, the 5, 7, and 9. So we realize the root note is there as a reference tool. A major 9, position 2, we've got 5, 9, 3, and then major 7. Yeah, what a great sound. E major 9, and if I call any of these tones incorrectly, you could just remind us, just give us a quick little fix in the comments if you're picking up on any of this stuff. But we're traveling along at near light speed now, and we are just going to go with the rhythm that we have established for ourselves. So position number 9, we have this number, fret 12, we have a root, a 7, a 9, and then 3. Yeah, what a great sounding voicing. That has the skip in it, right? That's the major 7, and then the 9 above it, and then the whole step lives on the top of that voicing. The whole step is just doing a great job, sitting right there nicely on the top of that voicing. E major 9, we're 7th fret, so 7th position. We have the root, the 5, the 9. Oh, here's an interesting take on this. 5, 9, where we normally would use the root note if we're playing Sabbath or whatever, you know. So we've got the 5, 9, 5, root, 3, and then major 7. So I could get a staple gun and just staple my 3rd finger to the 9th fret. Someone might look at this guitar shape, this particular voicing, and think, that has nothing to do with an E chord, right? But it does. It does. The root's in there for sure, and if it's not, it's definitely implied. A major 9 is position number 7, so we're going to use the 3 in the bass, the major 7. Here we go, getting a little stretchy here, getting a little thin, and then what we're using, 3, 7 root note. We've got the root note, and then the 5, and then the 9 on the top. Just an amazing sound. One of the things I like about this delay setting is that it's it's the dynamic delay, so the delay doesn't overpower what I play. I could play a ton, and then when I stop playing, it will start to do the repeat, but it doesn't overpower what I'm doing for attacking notes. But it definitely helps the sound to linger a little bit and give it a little bit of lushness. E major 9, we're talking in position 7 again, but this time we're using the third finger on 11. So 3 again in the bass. We've got a 7 in the bass, 3, and then 5, and then, whoops, wait a minute, hold on a second. Why would there be a 6 in there? All right, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 3, 2, 2, and then it's an E9. Jeez, okay. So we have a 3, 5, root, 9, and then major 7. It was scaring me for a second. I thought I might be reading that incorrectly. And I was. It's an E major 9. Here's another E major 9. Position 11, we're using 12. We were using the, let's see, fourth finger. I'm going to try it this way. This is how it makes sense to me initially, so we might change it up. But that's okay. We like to change things up for the benefit of practice and for the benefit of future generations and all that stuff. So we have the root, major 7, 9, 5, major 7. Good. Then we have the E major 9 again here on position number 11 with 3 root, 9, 5, 7. This is again one of my absolute favorite guitar chord shapes. E major 7, sharp 11, E major 6, 9, sharp 11. So fun to just playing around. E major 9 again on position 11. This time it's a third in the bass, a 7, and then a 1, and then we're using that. It kind of sounds like a minor 7 with a flat 6 in it, right? So we have the root, the 3, the 7, the 9, and then the 5 and the root on the top. Yes. A major 9, we're using root note. Position 9. So that's going to be the 3 in the bass, the 7, the 9, and then the 5, and then the root note on the top. Just an amazing voicing. E major 9, position 1. Whoa, this is one of my old favorites. You know, it's coming back to me now. It's really kind of like this book is starting to really, I don't know if you're feeling it too or not, but this book is really starting to kick me into a completely new dimension. It's bringing it right back, right? So this is just like riding a bike, and hopefully we have the 5, the 9, the 3, and then the major 7. The next one is A major 9 with the fourth position. We have the thumb, the 3, 4, and we've got a big ask here, you know. I like big asks, and I don't know why. So we've got this thumb, 3, 4, so we have the root, 5, root, 9, 5, and 7 for that grand A major 9 sound. Oh yeah. And you can hear some mistakes in my playing a little bit, but that's okay, because we'll work to perfect those as time goes on. Fourth position, we're starting with another root note, a 5, a 7, a 9, and then we have this nice cluster of tones, density kind of added. Yeah, all right. Pretty much the same thing, but we're not using the thumb and we're not duplicating the octave as the previous voicing had us doing. E major 9, we're on position 4 once again and enjoying position 4, the benefits of position, beautiful position 4, 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just be sure we've got the frets dialed in correctly. We have a 9, a 3, a 5, and a major 7. nice, again, a nice dense cluster that reminds me of, you know, a piano style voicing, which is just great to hear on the guitar, applied to the guitar. Now we arrive at a place where we start to, you know, wonder about why it is we do what we do. And why it is we do what we do is because we are seekers of adventure. So we have a thumb, wow, a thumb, so let's say that's a root note on fret 12, fifth, a 7, a 9, and then a 3. And if you're having some real challenges like I'm having playing this, I sincerely invite you to join me. I'm doing a live stream all of 2025 as a celebration for our 10,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. It's a huge celebration, so I've decided to do a live stream every morning, 5 days a week, 7:30 a.m. to, you know, it's a half an hour schedule. We typically tend to run a little bit over, but I try to keep mindful of morning routine and morning schedule. So join me over there. We're working on finger stretches, and we definitely, it's benefiting me in the application of proceeding through this series. So it's free. You can join us anytime you want. Come and go as you please. You know, there's no locked doors or anything like that. So feel free to jump on. And if you show up, I've already had quite a few people who were jumping over there in the mornings and they're saying, hey, I'm coming to you from the chord chemistry series on the channel, and it's so good to see you over there, and we can interact live. You know, so it's all live. And I'll see you there. We can warm up in the mornings together if you're around. So let's take a look at 7. We're building this E major 9 from top down. Let's try this. So we have the 5, the 3, the 9, and then the what is this? Major 7. Wow. Thirds, seconds, and thirds, right? Just a great sound. What an awesome voicing. Is this the real life? Right. So we have E major 9, position number 11. So we're going to be on here. Let's take a look at what is that? The 9 as it relates to E major 9. Let's go up to position, stay in position 11 and take a look at position or frets. Why do I say position? Fret 14 and 14. So we have the 5, the 1, the 9, and then up here I've got a major 7. I can already hear that stacked 4 on the top as being a source of brightness in the world. Oh yeah. Let's take another look at E major 9. E major 9 is going to be another one of our favorite voicings, right? Position number 7. So we're starting with, right away we have the 9 and the 5 on the top, and then we're up to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Position fret 13. Major 7, we talked about this. The 3, and then down to the 9, and then the 5 on the top. Yeah. What a great shape that is. Take a look at this. Let's go ahead through position number 7. Wow, what's going on here? We have a root note in the bass. That's kind of a cool idea. Root 5, and then we have a 7, a 9, and then a 7 up top if you want. I just think that's, you could do it without that. We could just use the root 5, 9, 7. There's no third in there, right? We don't really need the third to imply. The E major 9. What a great sounding voicing. How light and lovely is that? A major 9, position number 7. So let's take our time. Let's count these little fret things here. So we've got 7. We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I am going to start with top down. So 9 on the top, root note, and then so what is this? This is the 5, 7 root, and then 9 on the top. Good. That's a stretch. Join me again in live streams in the mornings, and we'll walk through just tuning up and breath. Breath is super important for the morning sequence. And stretches. Finally, we can approach these monster voicings with a little bit, and we're not operating under duress in this situation, you know? Jump on over there with me if you don't mind. If you have the time, do it. It'll be fun. It's fun, free. So we have the 7th fret, we have the 9, the 5, the root note, and then we're heading on down to, so what is that, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then to the major 7 in the bass. Oh man, come on. I mean, could you get any more beautiful than that? I mean, yeah, maybe if your fingernails are all polished and shaped the right way, I'm sure you'll be light years ahead of my tone right now, because I'm suffering a little bit, as you can tell, but I'm just going to play through it because that's what we do. We just make do with what it is that we have at the moment, because that's, you know, otherwise we'd never get anything done. We have the 3 on the top, we have the 9, we have the major 7, we have the 5, and then finally, because this is an E major 9, I have the root note that I can drop that root note so hard that it's like, it's just so good. It's just such a great voicing. Thank you very much for coming, and I will see you next time. We'll complete page 23, and we'll be on our merry way. And I hope you had a wonderful time today. I hope you continue having a wonderful time in your guitar day and your guitar journey. And I will see you again soon. And until that time, I wish you happy picking.